6 about logarithms and logarithmic functions. So here are some stuff that we're going to do, our standards for today that we're going to look at, mostly review and rewrite exponential functions as logarithms, explain the difference in between equations, either from graphs or words or tables, and then analyze those graphs of logarithmic functions. Okay, so here's the key concepts. A lot of words here, so you can pause it and kind of look through, but basically we graphed our exponential. That's this blue one right here. 0, 1, 2, 4, right? Y equals 2 raised to the x. But then when I have this line right here, this dotted line through here, y equals x. If you remember what that is, that's an inverse function. Basically, in an inverse function, all we do is just switch the y and the x. So if we flip that y and the x, see the x and the y switch places. So now the exponent is no longer the exponent, and the answer is the exponent. So they'll switch places, so it looks like the green one there. And so here are some examples of just that equation, and then switching them around. As you can see, just the x and y switch places, right? So I can take a logarithm and basically rewrite it in the same form, or in a different form, but it means the same thing. So log base b of x, I can rewrite as b raised to y equals x. And so we'll go in through, here's an example down here at the bottom right there, how we go from logarithmic to exponential by just switching our x and our y. So let's look at the first example. So I'll do the first one and then you can just switch it. But basically here's the form, right? So y equals log base b, and that's a subscript, so that's sitting below, of some number x, right? So what happens is basically I can switch it to exponential form. So that's just an arrow going to exponential form. And so that is the base stays the base, and then whatever's on the same side is no longer on the same side. So b and x were on the same side, but when I rewrite it, they're no longer on the same side. And then I can also go back this way, which we'll do in example 2. So I can go from left to right to right to left. So I'll do this first one. The base stays the base. Whatever's on the same side is no longer on the same side. And then we can check our answer. So you can pause it and do B and C. So basically, what is your x? And that goes there. And then what is your y? That is on, let's do green. That'd be 3. And so that became the exponent 3. And the base stayed your base. Base is 4, base stayed 4. Okay, you can pause it and do B and C. And then here we go. So basically the base stays the base. What's on the same side is no longer on the same side, so I separate those two by the equal sign, and now my answer is the exponent. You can pause C, base is the base. These are not on the same side anymore of the equal sign, and there's my exponent. 9 raised to the half, remember half is just a square root, so the square root of 9 is 3.